What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to our Seattle Kraken franchise mode, and we are in round number 3 up against the Vancouver Canucks. In the Eastern Conference, we got Columbus versus Boston. It is going to be fun. This is going to be a nice kind of matchup. I've already did some pre-scouting for the Columbus versus Boston matchup. We'll show that one first. So the Boston Bruins, Jonas Stanton, Matthew Savoy, and Harry McInnes. Then they got Kale Paharvey with Antoine Morand and Bertram. They got Kevin LeBlanc with Kenneth McKiesey and Kari Pajita. Fourth line, Travis Konechny with Morgan Frost and Alexei Zadorov. So looking at their team, they're pretty well put together. I would want to move Frost and probably Konechny up one, but maybe just for what's it called? Maybe just for chemistry's sake, this is what they're like. So I don't really like the way they have their bottom six set up. However, it is a strong bottom six nonetheless. If they did do the switch, this kind of makes their third line weak and their fourth line really strong. So maybe that's what they're trying to go for. Defensively, they got Kyler Paco with Bryant Ciafito, Ralph Kieran with Dalton Georges, and Veza Laxo with Philip Lebeau. Pretty weak defensively. They got one really solid defenseman in Kyler Paco, but besides that, nothing too spectacular there. And then in net, nothing spectacular either with Nelson Gordon and Valery Fedorov. Injury-wise, they are missing Cale Enquist. But that wouldn't really improve their lineup all that much anyways. Columbus is who I'm picking to win, and this is going to be why. First off, they got two injuries and an 80 overall reserved center. All right, Angelo Boy and Martin Fernberry. All right, that's two defensemen, 81 and 78. Looking at their starting lineup, they got Chase Stillman with Pierre-Luc Dubois and Alexander Nylander. Oliver Wallstrom with Francisco Pinelli and Jamal Morgan. Garrett Anderchuk with Melvin LaRose and Alec Boyes. And the fourth line of Julian Gauthier with Troy Terry and Nick Ritchie. Nick motherfucking Ritchie. That bitch. Anyways, their top 9 is absolutely filthy. Fourth line, it's okay. I mean, they had to save somewhere, but their top 9 is filthy. Go over to the defensemen. They got Lars Jortson with Brandon Schneider, Zach Werenski with Shane Roach, Griffin Linglet with Riley Kidney. All right, this is a pretty solid defensive core, pretty much 80 plus everywhere, especially since Zach Werenski would just get replaced with Angelo Boy when he comes back. This is a very defensive core, and then in net they aren't slouching either. 82 and 80 overall goaltenders. Alexei Chirstov with Justin Montgomery. All right, so they are not fucking around. These guys are very good all around, and I'm kind of scared to face them in the Stanley Cup Finals. They're not a team I would want to play there, so I'm kind of hoping that Boston wins. Taking a look over at the Vancouver Canucks, their team is pretty solid. Nothing you can really sleep on, but I would say that we should beat them, at least on paper. Max Jones with Elias Pettersson and Regional Coupier, 100% they beat us on the first line. 100% they got a nasty first line. Second line, Christian Dvorak with Matt Knights and Ruslan Vasinov. That's a solid second line. I would give us a draw there. Third line, Wyatt Lotz with Ariel Redmond and Brock Besser. I would give us the edge on the third line. And the fourth line of Jack Tarnaski, Kim Gustafson, and Jan Mathers. I would give us the edge there as well. So it's really just their first line offensively that they beat us. Defensively, Quinn Hughes with Alexander Vorbiev, Greg Motzko with Martin Murray, Nikolai Kabanov with Andy Bartley. All right, so it's very bad. Besides Quinn Hughes, they got nobody. Goaltending, they do have a solid starting goaltender in Jonas Korpisalo. 39 years of age, and he's an 82 overall goaltender. This is one of the best franchises I have ever been a part of. Seeing all this randomness and shit is kind of cool. And then they do have 2 injuries. Maurice Bonnet and Saul Kim are both hurt. I don't think they're really going to improve their roster all that much. But without further delay, let's hop into game number 1 at home. All right, at home in Seattle. Let's see what we're able to do here. So get it on up, start moving. No one able to score within the first 5 minutes of the game. Shots are pretty close at the moment. Christian Dvorak gets one by Vosner, followed by Coupier scoring on Vosner. Vancouver up 2-0. Christian Dvorak scores again on Vosner, 3-0 Vancouver. Oh my God. 3-0. 3 goals on 5 shots. Braylon Vosner. Jesus Christ. Going into the second period now, Skylar Cruz scores on Jonas Korpisalo, so we're back within 2. Elias Pettersson gets a power play goal on Zanata, bringing them back within 1. Actually extending their lead to 3 again. Final 5 minutes of the second period. It doesn't look like we're going to be going into the third with any kind of momentum here. We are not. Let's keep on going. Going into the third period, power play to Vancouver. Long power play. We're able to kill it off, but then Knight scores on Zanata. Up by 4 now in the final 10 minutes. Power play to Vancouver again. We're able to kill that off. Dykhuis scores on Korpisalo. All right, so Dykhuis has scored. Back within 3, but all for naught. All right, so we lose 5-2, and I want to see something. I put Caleb Madden back in the game. Caleb Madden was a -1. He was a -1. I think we're going to have to scratch Caleb Madden for Olsen. I think that's the only logical thing to do. Because we were winning without Caleb Madden. And yeah, he hasn't even played this playoff series. So Caleb Madden is going to be scratched for Olsen. Sven Olsen was playing much better, so we're going to put him back into play. Simulate on up to game number 2. Take a look at the draft class first. Franchise elite. There's a couple elites. Shen. Samuel Smithson. Yep, goaltender. I'd like to learn more about you. Matthias. The rest of you, not really, but I probably should. Can't. Fuck it, the rest are fine. And then any gems. No gems still. Corey Tkachuk still not fully scouted, man. Come on. Let's figure out what this Tkachuk guy can do. I know he doesn't have any strengths, but hey, he's a Tkachuk. All right, so game number 2, we're kind of following similar patterns. We've lost the first game in every series. It kind of makes us have to play that much harder. Power play to Seattle. Vancouver able to kill that off. First shot of Vancouver is 6 minutes in. They get a power play where we're able to kill it off. Shots pretty even going into the final 5 minutes. Knight scores on Vosner. So again, Vancouver taking a 1-goal lead here in this game. Shots tied 7-7. What the fuck is happening, Seattle? And where the fuck's our offense? There we go. Jake DeBrusk tying the game. Skylar Cruz scoring on Korpisalo now. So there we are. Up by 1. Power play to Vancouver. We kill it off. That's what I like to see. Now let's get another one. Let's get a third before the start of the third period. All right. I want one more goal before the third, boys. 2, 1. All right. So we're up by 1. Scores 2-1. Vancouver's up in the shot clock 14-13 for shots. So let's start the third period. We are going to have to jump in at the 5-minute mark if it doesn't wind up getting a goal here. Final 10 minutes of play. And it looks like we are going to be jumping in on the power play again. So see you in there. All right, here we are in Seattle. We're trying to just win game number 2 here. Thorburn out front gets poked. Zavorak, who had a strong game number 1 outing, gets that puck. Thorburn picking it back up. Out front, 1T rebound. Reinhardt shoots, and Korpisalo makes the save. He shot it right at him. Oh, fuck's sakes. All right. We still got time on this power play. We got our first unit out against the second. 48 seconds remaining. Hewitt taking the face off for some reason. DeBrusque walks in, shot is too high. Redmond bounces off the glass, throwing it down the length of the ice. 30 seconds remaining on the power play. Dahlin to Merkley. Merkley over to Stutzel. Stutzel gets around a defender, cuts to the front, over to Dahlin. Does a flicker of the wrist. Shot's blocked out front. Hewitt backhands it. Shot is blocked as well. 20 seconds now remaining. We're going to get one more opportunity. Dahlin up over to DeBrusque. DeBrusque to Stutzel. Stutzel, one man to beat, gets poked. DeBrusque trying to battle for it right now. But Motzko still with it. Gets poked off, goes in the corner. DeBrusque over to Stutzel. Shot off, poked away. Lotz dumps it down the length of the ice to kill the remainder of this power play. Dahlin still with it over to Stutzel. 3-on-2. Hewitt gets poked. Down low to DeBrusque. DeBrusque out front, shot. Gustafsson picks it up for Vancouver. Passes to Jones. Jones gets hit. Pettersson knocked off the puck. Dahlin to Merkley. Merkley taking it wide. Passing to Stutzel. Stutzel shot, rebound. Shoots again, and damn it, save. Stutzel still with the puck. Taken away by Kabnov. Passing over to Pettersson. Pettersson over to Jones. Jones gets hit against the glass. Merkley picks up that puck. Over to Thorburn. Thorburn gets around defender. One-timer. Puck is loose, but Pettersson able to keep it from out of the net and out of our clutches. Final 55 seconds. Max Jones, toe drag. Picks up the puck out front. 1T shot wide. Elias Pettersson picking it up. Thorburn to Reeves. They're pulling their goalie. Reeves passes to Virtanen. Virtanen just going to skate it in, shoot for the empty net, and scores. That's going to do it for this one, boys. So Jake Virtanen scores, securing us game number 2. And I will see you all at the start of game number 3. All right, here we go. Going into game number 3. Series is tied 1-1, but Columbus is taking a 2-0 lead on the Boston Bruins. So it looks like if we do wind up winning the series, at the moment it looks like we're going to be playing Columbus, which personally I wouldn't be surprised with. But going into game number 3, we're looking to take the lead in this series. All right, we're on Vancouver's home ice. They got home ice advantage. As shown there, they get a power play early on. Quinn Hughes scores. They get another power play not long after that. But Vancouver's up 1-0 going into the final 5 minutes of play in the first period. Are we going to be able to tie it up? It doesn't look like it, as after 1, the score is 1-0 in favor of Vancouver. Going into the second period, all right, we're still ahead in the shot department, tied now. And Jake DeBrusque able to get one by Korpisalo, but shortly followed by Redmond taking the lead back for Vancouver. Come on, boys. Get your shit together. Score another one. Redmond gets his second of the night. Vancouver up now by 2. So going into the third, score is 3-1 in favor of Vancouver. We're down by 2, boys. Who's going to be the motherfucking hero? Power play to Seattle. Rasmus Dahlin scores, bring the score within 1, 3-2 now in favor of Vancouver. We need one more, boys. Who is going to be the hero? Power play to Seattle, and it's Pierce Thorburn. Pierce Thorburn scores, tying the game up 3-3. Now, who's going to get that game winner? All right, here we are. 3-3. Tied game. Let's fucking end it, boys. Oh, shit. Big hit. Jake DeBrusque picks up the puck after that hit, passing it over to Stutzel. Stutzel gets hit. Lotz picks it up for Vancouver. Takes it wide, gets hit against the boards, battling along the boards with Merkley. DeBrusque comes in for support, picks it up, passing it to Merkley. Merkley gets hit, Stutzel gets hit. Kabinov over to Besser. Besser over to Matzo. Over to Besser. Merkley picking up the loose puck. Now over to Stutzel. There's a lot of hitting happening early on. Jake Virtanen makes a move. Stutzel picks it up. Over, trying to get a one-timer. Stutzel loses his stick following that big hit. And he's slow to get up. Still not into view. Oh, he had to go get his stick. Stutzel to DeBrusque. And now he finally gets off the ice. DeBrusque up top. Reinhart shoots and scores! There it is, Sam Reinhart. Following a Tim Stutzel getting off the bench, or to the bench. He gets right on off, knows exactly where to be, and he puts one right on by Jonas Korpisalo. There it is, Riney. Sam Reinhart, way to go, buddy. Happy to see you score. And now we have the lead. We might have lost Stutzel, but we got the lead now. Whew. Pettersson wins the face-off to Vorbiev. Vorbiev passing over to Coupier. Coupier pass is intercepted to Hewitt by Hewitt. Hewitt trying to take it wide, losing it to Pettersson. Pettersson gets leveled. Dahlin picks up the puck, passing to Reeves, now over to Hewitt again. Hewitt passing over to Reinhart. Reinhart has one, tries to skate to the middle, no good. Pettersson to Knights. Knights over to Hughes. Hughes kicks, tries to make a fancy move, but it causes his team to go offsides. Yeah, look at Declan. Declan having a really strong performance this season. Christian Dvorak taking the face-off. Wins it back to Hughes. Hughes to Vorbiev. Vorbiev passing it to Hughes. Hughes to Knights. Knights passed right back to him. Trying to pass it to someone. Hits off that guy's skate and over to Barrett for Seattle. Barrett held pretty pointless actually in the second round, so he's going to be looking to possibly put some points here. Vancouver now down by 1 is going to probably be pulling their goalie if they gain possession of this puck. Got our third line grind out there though. Dykhuis losing it to Knights. Knights gets out of the zone. Goalie's pulled over to Hughes. Hughes tries to get it by Vosner. But no. Braylon Vosner stays with the poke check and everything. Good save, Vosner. Way to stay with that puck. Still got our third line out, but they got there first. They're going all in right now. Dykhuis losing the faceoff to Pettersson. Vorbiev, 1T! And he shoots and he scores. Vancouver tying this game up. John Mathers just set up perfectly. Goes right on over. Big 1T right past the glove of Braylon Vosner, as this one is more than likely going to be going into overtime. Oh, god damn it, boys. Pettersson wins it back to Hughes. Hughes trying to pass to a teammate, hits off a stick. Olsen over to Monty. Monty going wide. Over to Dykhuis, who gets poked off into the corner by Hughes. Hughes the boards. Barrett coming in for some front 1T. Rebound for Amonte, no good. Monty out front, shoots. Save. Final 4-second Barrett. Amonte backhand shot. No good. Damn it. That was it. We had the pressure at the end of the third, but now going into overtime, we're going to be looking to secure that dub. So who's going to be that hero? Who's going to get that game-winning goal? Let's find out. All right, here we are. Start of overtime period number 1, technically. Yeah, overtime number 1. Stutzel wins it back to Reeves. Reeves passing to DeBrusk. DeBrusk loses that puck. Now is a skate down for it. Pedersen over to Vorbiev. Vorbiev to Kupier. Kupier to Pedersen. Back over to Jones. Jones losing it to Reeves. Reeves in the R zone. Losing it to Jones. Pedersen shot. Save. Vosner. Dahlin losing it to Pedersen. Pedersen to Kupier. Kupier tries to go 5-hole. Vosner just stays center. Able to make that save. Following a couple of costly mistakes by Declan Reeves and Rasmus Dahlin at the beginning of this overtime period. A lot of turnovers by those two. Come on. Stutzel with the face-off. Losing it. Vorbiev over to Jones, to Hughes, over to Kupier. Kupier poked off by DeBrusk. DeBrusk gets pinned into the corner. Loose puck. Jones out front, stick lifted. Kupier over to Vorbiev. Vorbiev gets hit. Pedersen over to Hughes. Hughes out front. Kupier losing it to Stutzel. Come on, pass it up, Stutz. Stutzel over to Virtanen on a breakaway. Virtanen shoots and glove to save. Virtanen able to pick up his rebound though. Over to DeBrusk. DeBrusk to Merkley. Merkley comes in, shot, and that's just hugged down by Corpus Salo. Oh, come on, boys. We can do it. Second line of both teams coming on out now. Reinhart tied up and losing it. Nicholson able to intercept the breakout. Picks it up, bringing it back into his own zone to Hewitt. Hewitt now over to Thorburn. Thorburn to Merkley. Merkley up to Reinhart. Reinhart coming in out front, and Mortzko going to intercept her. Motzko still with it, battled by Hewitt. Hewitt out front, 1T. Corpus Salo gloves it. Oh, that was it. Reinhart trying to end this. Just a nice save, I guess. Kabanov with the puck. Skating, passing to Dvorak. Dvorak on a breakaway over to Yitskanov, who's unable to score a goal as Vosner made a save. Dvorak at his own blue line. Able to skate that one away. Poked off the puck. Dvorak still with it. Passing to his teammate who gets hit off by Barrett. Barrett losing it to Reinhart. Reinhart to a trying to pass it over to Reinhart again, just no good. Kabanov coming for Vancouver. Goes wide. Bunch of pokes happening, but Amonte's the one who walks away with it. Takes it wide right. Looking over 1T, save! Burnett to Lotz. Come on. Lotz over to Burnett. Burnett over to Besser. Besser tries to pass it out front, no good. Hits off the stick of someone, and Besser's now pinned. Dykhuis pinning Redmond. Peltier now with the puck. Skating it up, trying to pass, stepped it. Redmond now with it. Redmond over to Lotz. Lotz out front, shot, save, Vosner. Redmond to Tarnarski, over to Bartley. Bartley over to Bennett, Bennett to Lotz. Puck is poked, Lotz still with it, but Peltier able to steal it. Toe drag pack to Dykhuis, 2-on-1, saucing over to Haley, over to Dykhuis. It holds on to it too long. He should have shot it, not Dykhuis. The other guy should have shot it. Shouldn't have passed it back. He went a little too quick. Oh, Haley, or Haley, you should have shot that one, kid. You should have shot that one. That was your goal. Fuck. Let's get it going, though. Cruz wins the faceoff. Peltier over to Haley. Backhand save by Corpus Salo. Battle down low for the puck. Mathers. Over to Bartley. Bartley to Gustafsson. Stepped up on Reeves. Over to Cruz. Cruz to Dahlin. Dahlin over to Virtanen. Virtanen going wide, trying to make a cut to the middle. And Haley's the one who gets it. Cruz. Tossing it down low to Haley. Up top, and Mathers intercepts it. Oh, God damn it, boys. Do some better work. Keep the puck. Gain control. Gustafsson shot. Gloved out of the air by Vosner. It's going to be an offensive zone faceoff for Vancouver. Come on, boys. We need some better goaltending. Not goaltending. We need some better offense. There we go. That's what I meant. First line versus first line again. Stützle taking the face-off, wins it to Dahlin. Dahlin taking up himself to Stützle. Stützle wide, intercepted by Jones. Jones shot, saved, and it goes into the corner. Dahlin over to Reeves. Reeves over to Virtanen. Virtanen saucing it to Stützle. Stützle gets around one. Passing it down to Virtanen, still with his Virtanen. Behind the net. Up top to Brust. Backhand shots goes wide. Pettersson passing over to Jones. Jones over to Coupier. So 1-on-2. Coupier out front. Intercepted the pass. Reinhart now. Over to Hewitt. Hewitt cuts to the center. Goes wide over to Thorburn. Shot. And covered by Korpisalo. 2 minutes remaining in this first overtime period. Whew, shit. Motherfucker. Come on. Let's score a goal right here, boys. Right here. Thorburn, Reinhart, Hewitt. Let's get this one going. Reinhart tied up, losing it to Knights. Knights over to Vesanov. Vesanov trying to get around one defender. Out front to Knights. Backhand saved by Vosner. 1:47 now on that clock. Come on. We can do it. We can do it, boys. Reinhart loses the face-off. Knights out front. Shot is wide. Picked up by Nicholson. Nicholson goes behind his net. And hit off the puck. Dvorak. Stick lifted by Reinhart. Passing to Merkley. Merkley passing over to Thorburn. 2-on-1 now. Thorburn over to Hewitt. Hewitt shot way the fuck high. Oh my God. Get that puck. Come on. Motzko over to Knights. Knights trying to pass across crease, but that one goes wide. Kavanaugh intercepted by Barrett. Barrett to Stefan. Stefan passing it on over to Reinhart. Two guys to beat. Shoots on Korpisalo. He's just going to glove that one down. Good save by him, I guess. But we get a whistle, so there's going to be a minute left. We're going to get our third line out there. Third line grind for the final minute. I think this works. So let's do this, boys. We lose the face-off. Motzko passing over to Besser. Besser gets poked and stepped up on. Lotz losing it. Motzko to Kavanaugh. There's a battle for the blue line now. Lotz finally able to gain the zone shot save. Olesen passing over up the board, poked over to Redmond. Redmond still with the puck over to Lotz. Lotz gets poked by the goaltender, Vosner. Amonte now with it. Skating it up, 30 seconds remaining. Let's go, Motzko. There's no support. Besser over to Redmond. Come on, Redmond to Besser. Besser still with it. Shot, glove down by Vosner. Final 19 seconds. That was all Vancouver momentum on that third line. Thought we would have an advantage there. Guess not. But let's get this fourth line out here. Maybe they'll be able to do something in the final 19 of this game. Come on, fourth versus fourth. Win this face-off, Cruz. Cruz loses it. Hughes over to Gustafsson. Losing it to Reeves. Reeves over to Haley. 13 seconds. Come on, Haley. Haley over to Cruz. Cruz shot. Glove down by Korpisalo. 6 seconds left. Cruz talking shit to a former teammate. And Quinn Hughes. Oh, come on. Win it back. Win it. Oh, we lost it. Mathers just going to hold on to it for the final seconds. This is going into double overtime.
If you want to show us your accuracy,
All right, so start of overtime period number 2. Let's see how this one goes. Vancouver starting off with some early possession. Reeves over to Virtanen. Virtanen still with it. Makes a move to the center. Virtanen shot, save, but nice moves. Virtanen gets hit, loose puck. Pettersson picking it up for Vancouver, over to Coupier. Coupier loses it to Dahlin. Dahlin passing over to DeBrusk. DeBrusk gets hit, but the puck goes still into the zone. Hughes able to pick it up before he gets hit. Jones now with it. Over to Hughes. Hughes over to Coupier. Coupier over to Pettersson. Pettersson gets stepped up on and hit. Stutzel gets poked to DeBrusk. DeBrusk intercepted by Pettersson. Pettersson coming in, poked, looking for someone to pass to. Takes a slap shot. Breaks our player's stick, but we got it. Reeves. Wide to DeBrusk, now over to Nicholson. Nicholson dumps it into the zone, as now we see Seattle going for a line change. Kavanaugh, big hit along the boards there. Holy shit. Reinhart passing to, I think it's Hewitt, who passed it to Thorburn. Thorburn out front. Hewitt shot, save. Korpisalo. So this has been a goaltending battle for the past little bit since we started watching. Neither goaltender really willing to give an inch here in the overtime periods. Come on. Merkley, Thorburn. Thorburn shot is blocked. Vezanov. Poked. Down low to Knights. Knights up to his defender. Kavanaugh out front. 1-team. And that's blocked. Nicholson with it for Seattle. Coming the other way. Looking to gain the zone. That's poked. Vazanov picks it up. And it looks like he's going to be on a breakaway. No, stick lifted. And got caught up to and stick lifted. Mike Hewitt with it. Hit along the boards. Now there's a battle. Hewitt still with it. Out front, but Kavanaugh intercepts that pass. Kavanaugh over to Besser. Besser trying to get around this guy. No good. Nicholson to Amonte. Amonte over to Dykhuis. Dykhuis. So Amonte. Shot. Amonte still with it. No good. Fuck. Come on. Toe drag by Besser. Steffens just steps up. Loose puck out in front. Quick pass over our player. Amonte passing out front. Dykhuis trying to go 5-hole. He just spread eagles it, and Korpisalo able to cover. Holy shit, Korpisalo playing some really good hockey right now. Dykhuis to Stefan. Backhander, glove down by Vosner. Holy fuck. Olsen shot high and wide, so no good. Dykhuis pinned down low, trying to port, doesn't get it. Berkeley just throws it around to Bennett. Bennett over to Bartley. That's what I meant to say, Bartley. Good battle for that puck. Mathers over to Bennett. Bennett takes it back into his zone. Gets pinned along the boards now. Dykhuis behind the net, up to his defender. That's poked though. Haley though able to pick it up for him. Out front, Haley shoots and scores! There it is. Haley had an opportunity earlier to score it. He decided to pass instead of taking it. And this time he sees an opportunity. He takes it, he shoots, and he scores. Way to go, buddy. All right, so we're taking this one. And I believe this gives us a series lead. I don't know. I feel like I've been commentating this game forever. So let's find out where we are. So see you guys in a sec. So I was wrong. It's a 2-series lead. But we're getting on up into game number 4, still in Vancouver. Boston's battling back, all right? So they brought it into a 2-1 series. Still in Vancouver. We're going to be looking to take a 3-series lead here on them. So let's see if we're able to do it. Start of the first period. We get the first shot off, and Jake DeBrusk scores for us as well. About 3 minutes into the game, Elias Pettersson now scoring for Vancouver, tying the game up 1-1. Jake Virtanen now scoring for Seattle, giving them back the lead. But then Coupier now scoring for their first line. But then Amonte scoring on Korpisalo. So it's just a big back and forth tug-of-war match happening right now. Tick for tack. Shots are 14-10 in our favor. We are winning currently 3-2 thanks to a goal by Amonte right into the slot. Start of the second period. We're only up by 1. We don't like 1-goal leads. We like 2-goal leads. And then after we get that, we like to feel comfortable at 3. All right? So let's keep this going, boys. Let's put some more pressure on, get one more goal before the start of the start of the third. Please. And it doesn't look like that's going to be happening as the second period's held scoreless and rather eventless, too. Power play to Seattle. Jake DeBrusk scoring a power play goal. So there it is, an insurance marker, and that's why we needed it. Tanarski scoring on Vosner. Then Mike Hewitt scores on Korpisalo. This is, like I said, just tick for tat. Every time they score, we answer. Rasmus Dahlin now scoring on Korpisalo. So now we're up by 3, and that all but secures this W here as now we go up in the series 3-1. There we are, boys. I love to see it. You love to see it. Yeah, boys. You love to see it. All right. So going on into now game number 5. Let's see how it's looking. Evan Finnerty is fully healed. How's Dykhu's been doing? Okay, that's really what's going to depend. 2 goals, 3 assists, so 5 points in 7 games. No, yeah, we're gonna keep. Yeah, we're gonna keep Dykhu's on the third line. He just does better at the moment. He's on fire. You don't mess with a player who's on fire. You don't mess with a team that's winning. So we're going to just leave him there. So now we're at home. Columbus also taking a 3-1 series lead over Boston. Now heading back into Seattle. We're going to be looking. Didn't mean to do that. We're going to be looking to close out this series here. Power play to Seattle. No good, but Coupier scores for Vancouver. They get that. They scored that goal, taking the lead, but then Reinhart scores for us. Power play to Seattle. Long power play, but we're not able to capitalize on it. And at the end of 1, it looks like it's going to be 1-1. Both Coupier and Reinhart both scoring for their respective teams. We have a pretty big shot advantage at the moment. So now at the start of the second power play to Vancouver, Christian Dvorak scores a power play goal on Vosner. Let's go, boys. We need to get one here in the second power play to Seattle. No good. Power play to Vancouver. Long power play. They don't get to capitalize on their long power play either. Power play to Seattle, and we're not going to be able to score there either. So going into the third, we're down by 1. Let's go, boys. We gotta bounce back. Power play to Vancouver. Another really long power play in which we had to kill off. But there's Mike Hewitt scoring, and then Barrett scoring as well. 5-on-4 power play to Vancouver. That's killed off, and we are here. We got to jump on in and see how this one ends, baby. Alrighty, here we are. We just took the lead, and we're up by 2 in the final 5 minutes of play. Oh, we scored again? Who the fuck scored? I thought we were only up by 1. Declan Reeves, Coupier to Bartley. Bartley intercepted. Reeves in. Reeves over to DeBrusk. DeBrusk over to Nicholson. Nicholson shot. Woo! Deflected right on out of play, but that was a nice hard wrist shot. That was a nice hard wrist shot. Okay. Still line 1 versus line 1. Stutzel. wins the face-off. Reeves over to Dahlin. Dahlin's just skating around, killing some time. Hit along the boards, and Lupul is going to pick it up. Lupul passing over to his winger. No good. Reeves able to intercept it. That goes back into Vancouver's end. 2.5 minutes remaining. Coupier passing over to Jones, to Pedersen, who gets that puck intercepted and kept out of the zone. So we're playing hard to get. Hewitt to Dahlin, over to Reinhart. Reinhart tries to get around the defender, almost does, but Lupul able to take a nice poke check. Lupul to Dvorak. Dvorak over to Knights, and they're pulling their goalie. Knight, no good. That shot is wide. Reeves to Hewitt, picked off by Dvorak. Dvorak to Pedersen. Pedersen losing it to Thorburn. Here comes Seattle, who pass it to Reinhart. Reinhart between the legs, shoots for the empty net. He shoots and he scores. And that's going to do it for this one, guys. So let's get into the celebration, and then we'll figure out what's happening with Columbus and Boston. All right, so there we are. Let's take a look. Yep, Boston lost to Columbus. So we're going to be taking on a tough Columbus Blue Jackets team. I do think we still have what it takes to win. I think we can overcome adversity. If I remember correctly, I think Columbus actually stole a Stanley Cup away from us. I know Buffalo did. I think Columbus did a couple seasons ago as well. But bah humbug to that. Let's take a look at the points for this one. So looking at the player stats, let's see what's going on. So Dahlin, 17 points in 18 games played. Reinhart, 16 and 18. DeBrusk, 15 and 18. And then Thorburn, 15, 18. And Stutzel, 14 and 18 as well. Goals go to Jake Virtanen at 8. Skylar Cruz at 6. And Mike Hewitt at 6 as well. Assist leaders, Tim Stutzel with 13. Rasmus Dahlin with 12. And then a tie between Thorburn and Reinhart at 11. If I had to kind of guess, I would say that our Vezina not Vezina. Our nominee for who gets the Conn Smythe would be Braylon Vosner because we have 0 point per game players. So I would say Braylon Vosner definitely deserves the Conn Smythe this season. If we do wind up winning the Stanley Cup, not saying that we are or that we will, but I'm saying if we do, I think Braylon Vosner is the guy who deserves to win it this season. But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit like button, subscribe, leave a comment. If you didn't, sorry. But I'm sure I'll get better, so you should probably subscribe anyways. So, till next time, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.